Hey everybody, welcome back to Campfire Taco. This is Logan, and today, as promised, we have our Raptor lights install for our 2020 Tacoma. These ones are a little different than you see everybody posting online, because with this grill, I wasn't exactly sure. Most of them say Toyota across, and this one has the badge, so I wasn't sure if the spacing was different. But these are kind of a little bit cheaper from a Chinese website, but it was the only ones I could find that had a picture specifically like this, and they fit. They seem like they'll hold, they snap in pretty good. And these ones are a little different. They don't slide through the front like the other ones. They won't fit that way. So you gotta stick them through the back, and then it has this clip right here, right there on the bottom. That snaps in, and then the top pops in, which I think it did already. Oh, there we go. And then it's in there pretty good. Now with these, there's two that are the same and then two that are different. See right here, this has the outline cut out right here to go over the bridge of the emblem, Toyota emblem. This one's the opposite. So that one will go on the left side of the badge. And then the other two are the exact same. They don't have any cutout. They're just gonna go in this square and this square. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in and then show you guys. These ones go right here and right here, not right there. I mean, they could if you want, but that's not what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap all four of those in and show you guys how it looks once that's done.
Feels tight right here, snap. Yep, that's in there. Okay, this is the right side, or driver's side. And this last one, right here. Slide in, it pops. Good, okay.
And then on the back side of these, all these are, they plug into this wire harness that was included. So we're gonna go ahead and pop all those in, and then I'll show you what we do with the wiring. So if we're running this harness, there's no specific order that these have to be plugged into the lights. They're all the exact same plugs. But I'm gonna go ahead and start back here behind the headlight and in front of the battery, and I'm gonna fish them through backwards, just so we don't have to do that later. And we're gonna grab them here. Grab all of them. And fish them up past the headlight and into the bumper area. Go ahead and get that. Okay, now I have the bunch of wires just sitting down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those and just simply pop them in one at a time. I do this with two hands, but they just snap in one way. They're waterproofing. They have this gasket here, which is super nice. Don't want anything electrical that's not waterproof. So I'll go ahead and get that done. All right. So now that we got all those installed, we're gonna go ahead and just let those dangle for now. We'll come back later with some zip ties, electrical tape, and make that look nice. But over here, we have obviously just our positive and negative wires, and what we're gonna do is on the negative, of course, it's always gonna be our ground spot for our negative until it fills up or whatever. But for our positive, we have this antifuse. We can hold on to it. Got our antifuse right here. So I went and picked up this. I think this was maybe $4 or $5 at AutoZone, as well as a pack of 5 10 amps were $4 or $5, and 15 amp, 10 and 15 amp. Pretty much all these, including the O-rings, all $4 or $5. And then I just picked up some extra electrical tape and zip ties, and then got our crimpers, of course. So what we want to do here is our 10 amp goes on the bottom, because that's the one we're going to be replacing, or adding onto, I should say. So that goes right there. 15 amp goes right up on top. Okay, got both of those set up. So now all we have to do is pinch these wires, slide this on, and then crimp it down. And then we'll just add that into the fuse box, which I already have opened up. I'll show you guys which fuse, and then we'll hook the ground up, and then see what will be good. Went ahead and got that fed in there, crimp down, and then make sure you give it a good tug with both your hands. Just make sure it won't pop out. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up with some electrical tape, plug her in, and then continue on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and grab this little fuse remover tool, and we're gonna go ahead. I already removed it, but go ahead and stick it down. It just pops right on, and then pull it up. Super nice tool. I'd never had one of these in a previous car, but it just pulls right out. And then that's the I think that means high lamp, right, low headlight. It's tapping into the headlight. Let's go ahead and pop this in like that. Snaps right in, and then all we have to do is connect our ground connection to the terminal, and then we'll be all set. Test them out, and then hook up the wires. And if you remember from our last video, that ground termination, that bolt is just right there. It's just 10 mil. So just go ahead and remove that. I got our O-ring connection all hooked up, taped up, and almost to that point now. So originally I was gonna have the wires running just right back behind the battery and then connect to the ground. I had that actually hooked up, and then I remembered I want to run them down to the left of the battery, shoot them back, and then back here you can actually fish them through, so it's nice and neat. There's this little tab right down there. Press that tab towards the driver's side of the truck, and then you can pull this housing up. Once you have that, there's this little door right here. Just swing that open just a crack, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fish these wires through that door, up from the bottom, and then I'll be able to run my positive fuse over here, and then I'll keep the negative outside. I might have to trim this up a little bit just to free up some of the wires to give me more play, and then we'll be able to make it nice and neat. Okay, there we have it. So I went ahead, trimmed back a good chunk of wire actually. Oh, this is what I trimmed off of that insulation around the positive and negative wires, and went ahead, fed the positive up here through this door, like I said, and then ran it back through here, nice and tight. That's pretty wiggly though. Hopefully that stays in. And then my negative wire just runs around the back, up under this trim piece, and then to the negative. So we're gonna go ahead, turn the lights on, make sure they work, and then we can tidy everything up after that. So I confirmed that they worked. I'll go ahead and show you guys in a second. But then I got the wires all bundled up right here, zip tied to that existing wire. And it's just hanging there loosely, but it's nice and, it's tight, but they're still dangling, so they have some free play. so they're not super tight. This wire is gonna be fine back here. It's slid into that little groove right there. So it's held in, run up, and then it goes back behind the battery. I might zip tie it to something over there. Also need to pull that back up. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut the hood, show you guys what they look like. Just sitting in the garage, and I'll take it out tonight. So here we have those Raptor lights. And paired with the rock lights that the ditch lights that we put on last video. They are the same color, which is what I was going for. All three, the Raptor markers and the ditch lights match. I think it looks really good. I know they're controversial, but I'm glad I went with them. I'll go ahead and link those in the description, and then we'll take this out when it gets darker to show you guys how it looks. All right, here's that look of the Raptor lights at night. Look nice with the amber ditch lights. And that's it with the LED ditch lights. And those are wired into the headlights, so they're not on all the time, just when the headlights are. But it gives it a real aggressive look. I think it looks nice. So it's actually the next day, and I wanted to take some time to think about if I wanted the Raptor lights on with the headlights or the DRLs. So I had it plugged in down here to this fuse for just the headlights, so they come on when just the headlights come on. But I went ahead and switched it over to this 10 amp fuse right here, just because I want them on during the day too. You'll be able to see them, and like when I'm heading to work in the morning, when it's dawn or dusk, you know, it looks nice when I have those running, and they'll come on at night obviously too. But that's pretty much that's everything. That's the install. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wasn't too bad at all, and yeah, I'll see you guys back for another video. Thank you.